Private automaker Rivian going big on green as competition in the race to electric vehicles heats up. Let's get to Phil LeBeau, who's got the details and a rare interview with the CEO. Phil.
Hi, Melissa. You know, we have talked a lot about electric pickup trucks. It's going to be a huge year and a half, 2 years when it comes to electric pickup trucks hitting the market. Why are we talking about Rivian today? Today, they opened up their configurator for orders of their new R1T electric pickup truck. Now, this pickup truck is going to be coming out next year. The R1T is the pickup truck. The R1S is the electric SUV. By the way, the R1T, it starts at $75,000. They are excited about it, but it's entering a crowded market. When you look at the electric pickup market, it basically breaks down like this. In the mass market, you're going to have Ford and GM in there. Those who are going to be focused on the work fleets includes Lordstown Motors, which we have talked about extensively, and then Rivian, along with the Tesla Cybertruck, falls into that third category, the lifestyle pickup truck buyer. RJ Scaringe, the founder and CEO of Rivian, thinks it's a huge market.
For us, we spent a lot of time really looking at the space and understanding it, and our focus on adventure and active lifestyle is where we see, really the core early adopters of making the switch from gasoline to electric, both in the truck and the SUV space.
Not only with pickup trucks and SUVs will Rivian hope to make a big splash, but also when it comes to commercial delivery vans. Remember, Amazon invested $700 million into Rivian. Rivian is going to be building electric commercial vans, delivery vans for Amazon. Those will start being delivered to Amazon late next year. And when it does happen, then Rivian will be looking at a market where they're delivering commercial vehicles, as well as electric pickup trucks, as well as an electric SUV. So watch Rivian. I know a lot of people are saying, boy, there's a lot of publicly traded companies. They've come to market with SPACs, Melissa. Rivian, though it's not public yet, is a company you really want to be watching.
Yep. Phil, thank you. Phil LeBeau, let's look at the EV makers in today's session. They were higher across the board, including Tesla, which hit a fresh all-time high here. Let's trade it. Grasso, Phil makes a good point. You want to watch Rivian. It's got deep pockets as backers. Could it pose a threat, you think, to a Tesla?
Sure, it could. I like the fact that, as Phil said, you do have the Amazon investment, you have the Ford investment, you have a lot of investors. But it's amazing to me that we're not seeing the prices become more competitive. I would like to see these prices come down. So I don't know if you're going to buy this car or truck over a Tesla Cybertruck. I think that's the billion-dollar question. I will say, though, Blink charging is up 270% in 6 days. And, the headline that we all walked into today was 3 out of 4 of the NASDAQ's top performers last week were in the EV space. So not only look at these car makers, Melissa, look at the people that are servicing the chargers. Look at all the other domino effect in the industry as well.
Tim, you tweeted out a really interesting stat on GM, which is an EV maker as well, earlier today.
Yeah, see what you get when you read my Twitter feed. No, but the point is that GM's up 57% in 40 sessions or so since supposedly that negative head fake from Nikola made it look like GM was the one that needed Nikola rather than Nikola really needing GM. And I just, I go back to the last quarter's profits for GM also, which were record profits, a company that's run very differently than it used to be. But back to the EV story, a company with multiple, I think, access points into the EV dynamic, which include the, Phil's documented with a lot of detail, the 20 models that'll be ready by 23, including a lifestyle pickup truck as well. So, I mean, I think they can compete in there. But the most important thing about GM is that it's just a little bit of multiple re-rating. These other car companies have extraordinary multiples. Maybe they deserve them, maybe they don't. But taking GM from a 6.5 current, maybe 7 times, to an 8 or 9 times means this is a $60 to $70 stock before you really have to start worrying about the numbers being gaudy, especially based upon a future where EV has to be a major part. And clearly they've not only talked about the spending, but they actually have models ready to go.
Guy, GM or Ford?
GM, and good for Tim, number one. And you to Tim's point about multiple, you put a 9 multiple on the $6 they're probably going to earn. It's a $54 stock. So I think just in terms of multiple expansion, it's probably deserved at this point, General Motors.
All right, let's check out shares of Dell now. They jumped higher ahead of tomorrow's earnings report. The stock is up 15% since the beginning of November. Option traders are betting that a big move will continue when the company's results cross the wire. Bonawyn's got the action. Hey, Bonawyn.
Hey, how's it going, Melissa? So yeah, taking a look at Dell, calls outpaced puts 2-to-1. What we're also seeing is that the option volume was twice what we've seen over the longer term. So quite a few entrants in today. Taking a look at the average move, 7%. That's what we see on earnings. Compare that to a 9% move derived from the implied options in either direction between now and December. And the trade that really jumped out to me is the December 70 calls. Those were sold for $275. Capping your upside at about 105%. So they're really saying, listen, we've seen a lot of companies come out, blow earnings out the doors, and trade off, and they're expecting that trend to continue.
All right, thanks for that, Bonawyn Eisen. Coming up, your last chance to vote in our fast pitch. Do you think casino operator Bally's is a buy? Head to Twitter at CNBC Fast Money. Weigh in. The results and the final trades are next.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.